everyone, so welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to do a resort review on Disney's Coronado Springs Resort. I stayed there in November of 2019. The vlogs are now all up, so definitely take a look at them and subscribe if you'd like to. I'd really appreciate it. We had the full Disney dining plan, so we had a table service, quick service and 2 snacks a day, which was really good. It was a lot of food. I did a whole video on what we ate on the Disney dining plan and now I look back and I'm like, yeah, that was a lot of food. But today I'm going to be talking about the resort and what we thought about it, the pros, the cons, which wasn't, you know, we'd never been there before, we didn't know what to expect other than the photos looked good, it was meant to be refurbed, it was getting refurbished before we went, and yeah, I'd heard really good reviews on it, so I thought it'd be useful if I provided a review as well on what we liked. I've got a little list here, so if I do look down, that's why, because I want to make sure I don't miss anything. I put everything into sections, so I'm going to start off with the room. So we stayed in, I'll try and put like a little map here, or I'll put another clip in on the building we stayed in. We stayed in the Cabanas, which is, if you were looking at the map, the big tower, the Grand Destino Tower, is where you check in, and then if you go through there and on the right, we were in the first set of blocks there. So yes, it was the Cabanas. We didn't pay for a preferred room or anything, we only paid for the standard room, so I don't know if they, you know, if we had a preferred room or what, because we were close to the main tower. The quick service wasn't far away either, and we had a pool right outside our building, which I will talk about in a little bit. But yeah, so we weren't, I mean, we were a little bit further away from the dig site pool, which is the big pool with the slides and everything, but we were closest to the tower, which was great because we had the option of 2 different bus stops there. So in regards to our room, we really liked it. We were on the first floor. There was an elevator, which is good when you've got your cases and everything. We were a bit delayed from our flight and everything, so it was dark when we arrived, but we managed to find the room easily. There was 2 big beds in there, and 2 double sinks as well. It was a great size and we really liked it. It was lovely and modern. There was loads of USB ports, so you didn't need to have an adapter, and it was, yeah, it was really handy, and we loved the location because when we stepped out the front door there was the view of the beach and the lake. Yeah, it was really pretty. You almost didn't feel like you were at Disney, but then there was hints of Disney in the room, which was really nice. And it's quite nice because we were like all adults going, so as much as I love Disney, and I love the over theming and everything, not everyone in the group necessarily does, so it was nice for them to have that escapism with Coronado Springs. But yeah, it was really great, the room. Yeah, the view in particular was very nice. Hopefully I'll be able to insert some clips for you to see. I didn't actually film that much at the resort because we were, you know, it's like on a Disney trip, going here, there and everywhere. I wish I'd, you know, videoed more when we were actually there, but yeah, it's an absolutely beautiful resort. It is a big resort. The moderates usually are though. A lot of the moderates, like Caribbean Beach, is really big as well. But I think we were quite lucky in where we were positioned, in that we were between 2 bus stops. The check-in area, the main lobby area, wasn't far away at all. It was the next building over, and there was a pool right outside of our building, not the main one but a smaller one, quieter one, so I think we were quite lucky really. So kind of linking to rooms, swimming pools, as I said, next door to the Cabanas was a swimming pool. It wasn't very big, but it was definitely big enough, and we went in November, so for a lot of people they weren't really sunbathing around the pool, but we had some nice days, and the odd afternoon we would go and relax around it. We did go to the dig site pool, which is really great. There's a big, I've got my drink now so I can't, but there's a big pyramid in the middle. Like when you walk in, the pool's all like around it, and there's a slide that goes through, the slide that you can go on in the pool as well. It's a really nice pool. The only thing I would say, which I'd imagine it's probably harder in the summer months, is that some afternoons we'd go and we'd only just about get 4 like sun loungers together, probably because it was nice weather and everyone was at the pool, but we can't really fault the pools at all. They were lovely, they were clean, everything was there. It was great. Oh, just a thought I've thought about but I haven't written down there. Next to our pool was a laundry facility where you could do your washing and drying. We did use that once and it was really handy. They only take card as far as I remember, but that worked well, so we could put our laundry in and then pop at the pool and then it went off, and then we could take it straight up to the room. So if you need to do washing when you're there, you can. let's move on to the location. But Coronado Springs, even though it's classed as an Animal Kingdom hotel, looked quite close to Hollywood Studios, which we knew we would be spending a lot of time at. So we decided, yeah, like I said, we decided to choose Coronado Springs in the end to stay at. And it was, from memory, I think it took from when the bus went from outside of the check-in, just down slightly, when it got out the gates, it was 6 minutes to Animal Kingdom. I remember, I'm probably a bit sad and I timed it one day because it just seemed really quick. But yeah, it took about six minutes, I think it was. And then to Hollywood Studios a similar time, Epcot maybe 7 minutes. The longest journey was to Magic Kingdom, which I imagine is the same for most resorts unless you're on like the monorail loop or at Wilderness Lodge. I think it took about 12 minutes, 10-12 minutes. That's nothing really when you're at Disney. It went super quick, but we couldn't believe how quick we got to Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom in particular. We were a bit nervous when we knew it was just, you know, bus transport, but that was the same at a few hotels, like the All Stars, it's only bus. Obviously now some resorts have the Skyliner, which is a great addition. We loved the Skyliner. So we were a little bit nervous because, you know, you read on TripAdvisor, you hear things like, oh, the bus didn't turn up, or it was 40 minutes late, or this and that. But I can say we didn't have one issue with the buses at all. I don't know if that makes a difference that we caught at like the first stop outside of the main lobby area or what, because there are several bus stops around the resort, but we always went to the main lobby one because it was closest for us. But we didn't have any issues with buses. And I mean, it's probably silly, and you guys probably know this, but you can check on the app when the next bus is coming. We didn't realise till halfway through the holiday. We were just, you know, chancing it every time that we went, but that was really handy because then we could see when the next bus was going to arrive. And yeah, so we had no issue with buses. The bus drivers were really nice. I remember one time someone in our group was running like a few minutes late and the bus had come, and I said, oh, he's just coming, can you wait 1 minute? And he said, oh, I can wait until my scheduled departure time, but then I have to go, unfortunately. And luckily they got there in time, but I really thanked that cast member because they didn't have to do that. They could have left early. So they were really nice. In fact, all the cast members at Coronado Springs, all the bus drivers, everything, I couldn't fault. They were lovely. Even if we had the odd issue with the app, like we couldn't change something, I can't remember what it was now, it might have been a dining reservation or something, and check-in were really helpful. It was the first time we had the dining plan, so they explained everything to us. Yeah, really happy, really friendly. They were really great. In fact, one of the first things that happened when we went to the hotel, we checked into the room, lovely, looked in the fridge, and there was leftover food in there, which obviously isn't what you want to see after a long haul flight. So I rang the cast member on the check-in desk, and they came and sorted that for us and cleaned it, and, you know, were really apologetic, which was really nice. But yeah, so that's the only thing I could probably fault about the room, is that there was someone's leftover food in there. In fact, I'd completely forgotten about that until I had to write down what I wanted to talk about in this video. So yeah, so the location of it is great. I wish they had Skyliner access because it's just in such a handy location. You're so close to everything. Yeah, it didn't take long at all. And also the buses from the parks and Disney Springs and that were quite regular. I don't think we had to wait that long. I think the longest we waited for a bus was about 20 minutes from Disney Springs as well. And they were really good at night time, so if you just watch the fireworks or something, they tried to get as many on as possible while still being comfortable. So they were really great. In regards to food, there are a few different places that you can eat at Coronado Springs. They've got their quick service, their grab and go section, which are the areas we went to. So we didn't go to any of the table service restaurants or the bars or anything, although I think it was the last night we went up to the top of the tower and the view was incredible. It was really lovely. You could see all the parks. I wish we'd gone up there and had a drink, or maybe booked in the table service. That was really nice up there. But to start, I guess the bakery, which is like where the baked goods were in the grab and go section. We went there the most, really, because we used like a snack credit. There was so much stuff to choose from. I think I'll try and insert a photo. They had donut twists, donuts, croissants, bagels, cakes, sandwich, there was so much choice, and oh, they were so tasty. I did try quite a few things from there. Yeah, really good. And then they had stuff like cereals, bars that you could buy. You could also refill your refillable mug there. Yeah, and they were open quite early as well, and they were always fully stocked. Even if we passed them in the afternoon or evening, they always had loads there. The quick service in Coronado Springs, it's quite big. I was a little bit nervous because I knew that some of the food was like Mexican food, and I was worried it would be like spicy because I'm not the best with spice, but there was so much choice, so many options. I mean, we got there at night time the day that we flew, and there was so many different options. You could have pizza, you could have chicken, you could have nachos, you could have salad, you could have pasta. There was so many different things. So if you were on like the quick service dining plan, you could get a good variety just in your hotel. And then the snacks and stuff, so they had cookies and cakes, and I remember I changed my drink for a dessert because I had a refillable mug the first night and had like a big brownie, and that's when we knew, oh gosh, it is a lot of food. But the quick service is great. There was so much variety. I would 100% eat there again. The breakfasts were really good as well. I had pancakes one day. Usually when we went to Universal Studios, or if we had a quick morning, we would go there. I think we went there twice for breakfast. I remember one day I had like sausage, ham, potatoes, like a big breakfast. And then the other day, well, they're all big breakfasts, but you know what I mean. And then another time I had pancakes where you could help yourself to the chocolate chips, and I went a little bit overboard, as you'll probably see in the clip. But yeah, they were very tasty, very nice. So yeah, I would recommend the quick service, definitely. There was a lot of choice, a lot of seating area. It wasn't ever not busy though, that's the only thing I would say. There was always, whether that was just the times we went, you know, first thing in the morning or like later at night, that it always seemed to be busy. Whether that's because, you know, it's quite a big resort and some people are just eating at the hotel, I don't know, but yeah, it was always busy, but we always managed to find a seat, which was the main thing. Just a couple of side notes really. So the gym, I actually went to the gym once, maybe twice, I think it was only once. It's good. They give you towels, there's water in there. It's not massive, but obviously you don't go to Disney, well, I don't go to Disney to go to the gym. But I did go the one day, and there's plenty of stuff in there, you know, to keep up your fitness routine or whatever you do. And yeah, it was fine. Air conditioned as well from memory, and it was, yeah, really good. I can't remember, it's in the tower, I can't remember whereabouts in the tower, but yeah, the gym was really good. I think that's everything really. I can't really comment on the mousekeeping because we decided to get a voucher instead. Yeah, the resort is just fab. We 100% would stay there again, and we're so happy that we did choose there. Yeah, we loved it. But yeah, it is really spacious. That's the only thing I'd say. If you know, want a hotel where you get to the lobby and then you're in your room, it might not be the one for you depending whereabouts you are located on the site. But for us, we found that, you know, it wasn't that big at all because of where our room was located, and it was just really nice because you were away from it all but not too far away. But yeah, we absolutely loved Coronado Springs and we would 100% stay there again. Watching the vlogs back just, yeah, makes me miss it now, and it was lovely and modern, always clean, everyone was always friendly. That basically comes to the end of my review. Hopefully it's been helpful for you. I like to look at these before I stay at places. I like to see what people think of the resort, and we couldn't really fault it, other than, you know, there was a bit of food in our fridge when we checked in. They sorted it, you know, there wasn't really any big issues or anything, and yeah, I would 100% recommend it. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all are well, and I will see you soon. Thanks.